Well, let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the local bourse, seeming that the JSE has eked out some gains today, significant gains that is, and also looking at optimism when looking at the local unit, with the currency also managing to eke out some strength against the US dollar. So as you are seeing over there, a very pleasant picture. With a sea of green over there, the all share up almost 1.5%, with the resources 10 complex sliding more than 2.5%, financial 15 climbing more than 1.5%, and the industrial 25 they're advancing almost 0.7%. Let's take a look at what is happening stateside, and over there markets are awaiting the Fed's two-day policy meeting that is starting tomorrow. Of course, we will have the verdict of the next interest rate decision on Wednesday night at around 8 p.m. South African time. Of course, this as inflation still remains quite high, still far off from the 2% target. Of course, we did have the PCE inflation print for March coming out on a Friday, surprising to the upside. But markets eking out gains, they're extending the gains that we had seen on Friday's rally. Looking at the S&P 500, there with a gain of almost 0.25%, same as the tech-heavy Nasdaq, with the Dow also having a similar gain. Let's take a look at what is happening across the Atlantic. Those markets are quite mixed. A number of companies, they're showing interesting price moves today, including the medical devices maker Philips coming in there with its share price gaining over 45% there in its share price after it reached a $1.1 billion settlement in the US on a recall of sleep apnea devices. So we do have the FTSE 100 being the only gainer there by more than 0.1%. The CAC 40 carrying most of the losses that we are seeing there, declining almost 0.1%, and the DAX is slumping at 0.16%. Let's take a look at what is happening on the currency scene. As I've mentioned, quite significant strength that we are seeing there on the local unit against the dollar, now at 18 Rand 65. Remember, this currency was over 19 Rand against the US dollar last week, against the pound at 23 Rand 41, and against the euro at 19 Rand 99. Let's take a look at how the other currency pairs are doing, starting off with the euro dollar at 1.07, pound dollar at 1.25, and the yen just below 157 against the US dollar. Of course, we did see that currency going over 160 against the US dollar, but now we did see some sharp gains there.